Hey, what's up, everyone? Basketballer here. We are now on this edition of January 24, 2023 NBA Game Day. We have this first game to talk about. This is going to be the Chicago Bulls versus Indiana Pacers matchup, and that will start at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. That's going to be 8 o'clock a.m. here in Manila. And I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. Now, let's go ahead and check on the updated spread in here. Because earlier it was too small at 1.5. It is at minus 1.5. That's given towards the visiting team, Chicago Bulls. Okay? Now, before we proceed, let's check on the standings and the rankings of both teams. Both belong to the Eastern Conference. Chicago Bulls, they are at number 10 with a record of 22 wins and 24 losses. Right above them is Indiana Pacers at number 9 with a record of 23 and 25. Right, so here we go. Indiana Pacers, they would have the home court advantage on this. In terms of fatigue, Indiana Pacers would also have the advantage because Chicago Bulls, they were actually playing last night against Atlanta Hawks, and they eventually won. But again, talk about fatigue. Indiana Pacers would have the advantage as Chicago Bulls might have some tired legs approaching this game. Now, talk about momentum. We got to give it to Chicago Bulls because Chicago Bulls approaching this game, they're having a 3-game winning streak. That's actually great. Good job for Chicago. But Indiana Pacers, man, it's the other way around. Indiana Pacers, they are having this 7-game losing slump approaching this game. Matter of fact, if we would take a look at the forms of these two teams, Chicago Bulls, they're looking good, winning 6 out of their last 10, while Indiana Pacers, they have just won 2 games out of their last 10. Now talk about in call this health of both teams. For Chicago Bulls, we got Lonzo Ball and Green, both out, confirmed out. Goran Dragic is still listed as questionable, so 2 players out, 1 questionable for Chicago. While for Indiana Pacers, it's pretty much the same thing. A couple of players confirmed out, Theis and Halliburton, and then there's Nembhard listed as questionable. Again, it's pretty much the same thing. 2 players out, 1 questionable. It's just that the impact that Halliburton brings towards Indiana Pacers is just bigger than, I don't know. I mean, arguably Tyrese Halliburton is the best player Indiana Pacers has right now. So him being out is just a huge punch towards Indiana Pacers' face. If you can take a look at how they've been for the past couple of weeks or so, I guess that will actually show how essential Tyrese Halliburton really is. All right, I understand why the bookies are actually giving just a little spread at minus 1.5 towards Chicago Bulls, despite being tired and all that, despite being on the road, and again, just like what I was saying, it is because of the absence of Tyrese Halliburton. Now, I'm actually trying to contemplate on this one earlier. I was trying to see if there's actually someone in Indiana Pacers who can actually kind of step up, and at least temporarily replace Tyrese Halliburton's role. Of course, T.J. McConnell is actually taking care of the point guard duties, but how about the scoring? How about the defense that Halliburton brings towards the table? Who's going to take care of that? Now, I really feel like Chicago Bulls can expose Indiana Pacers on this matchup. I know Indiana Pacers, they are, they are fresh, they are at home, but Chicago Bulls would have enough with their starting unit, with some of their off the bench players to actually win. At the same time, cover the spread. I don't think Indiana Pacers would have enough to really win this one and put a stop on their losing slump. The Indiana Pacers badly need Tyrese Halliburton as soon as possible if they would want to, turn the tables around, especially now that we are in the middle of the season. Again, my pick on this one would be Chicago Bulls minus 1.5. Again, that's Bulls minus 1.5. Peace out, Pasay love, and God bless.